going on here? What is the logic from the T-62 here? The objective is here. The team that's supposed to be defending it is over here. This is not how the game is played, gentlemen. We have a rocket strike on the mosque. If you guys have learned anything from this video, is that this is the perfect example of how to not play Invasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top-Down Tactics with your boy Sledge, and today we're back on the Exodus server, and I just want to show you a prime example of how this game should never be played, not only in Invasion, but in every single game mode. Just a lot of miscommunication and just poor judgment by squad leaders on the Insurgent side, and honestly, you just gotta watch it to understand. So, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.
Or they're just taking a very, very long time. They only have 2 minutes to get something going here.
Just a question. You're allowed to lock your squad as lodge, right?
We have the first Logi doing anything up here, but going this route, it's going to take them way too long to get anything set up. So far, only the Insurgent bikes seem to be making it up here. IED bikes can do some serious damage here if they wait patiently for their kill. Just gonna wait patiently here and see what they do. All the Americans seemingly prepare. The Australians, forgive me. Sounds like an A-10 in the sky, but it's impossible. And Squad 6 only just now getting to Commercial District. And they just keep getting stuck. This is bad news. Seems like Squad 1's gonna hunker down and get ready on Commercial District, while Squad 6 is gonna push Al Jabomba. Whoa, oh my god, please forgive me for saying whatever obscenity this came out of my mouth. Al Jamhora. I can't pronounce it, okay? Just let me be. We sit patiently here for the United States Marines, for the Australian Defense Forces. Okay. And they got just about under a minute before the Australians managed to reach Al Jamhora. And there they are, off to the races. We got an Aussie Logi here, crossing the bridge, going uncontested. Very rare in these circumstances. Usually these bridges are guarded to a T. We got one lat that's way too late to the party, just goes completely undetected. Oh, wow. Australian Logi manages to break into enemy lines. And it seems like they're going to be putting a hab up so close to the Insurgent radio. This is going to be a doozy, that's for sure. It sounds like we got a friendly Abrams. Got the Australian Abrams here to assist. And the Aussies have been successful in getting a radio down. It seems like they're working on building a hab now. Only just now getting supplies down. And Squad 8 coming in. Hasn't spotted the Logi. Oh, wow. Talk about luck for the Australians. Unless the drivers notice this, he's probably not going to call it out to his teammates. Oh, very questionable move here. Very questionable move on behalf of the insurgents. Best that you can do is get out of there, yep. And they have done so. Regardless, that radio goes completely unchecked. And it is on the roof. Not a bad location, to be honest, but if we get spotted, very, very easy to defend. I don't believe this. I can't. No way. No, okay. I thought the Australians managed to get their hab right here. That would have been absolutely crazy. And Squad 4, squad leader, has been eliminated and he can't get a hab down. They have to get this man up if they're hoping to get a hab down at any point soon here. I think they realize by the sounds of all these logistics vehicles moving around that there is a possibility of a spawn point for the Australians. But on this side, we have what appears to be Australian superiority on the first objective, with very little defense, with what little defense there is being caught up currently fighting the Logi that placed a radio just behind, to the southeast of the defense objective. It appears we have a 2-ship of Abrams tanks. Oh no, sorry, that's just a mark on the map. This Abrams needs to be seriously careful under these circumstances. Oh! The Abrams only just in time moved out of range of the super mortar. Amazing what I can see and what this Abrams can see. Almost nothing. But little does he know, there's an entire insurgent team hiding in the woodwork. We're gonna go full first in view on this thing here. And a LAT shot from the left. Abrams continues to back up. Probably did minimal damage to that lat. But he's going to get out of dodge regardless, because he has little to no infantry support, and it appears the insurgents have successfully pushed out the Australian defense forces on this point, but regardless, it's a pointless effort. Completely pointless effort. Because the Aussies are capping this objective with little to no defense. Safe to say that it's a successful cap for the Australians. Oh, but what's this? The Australian Defence Forces have been prematurely setting up their new attack fob on the commercial district. Incredible positioning by the Australians. I'm not even sure that they know about this. The militia, I'm not sure they even know that it's here, but yet again, another fob right next to the insurgent fob. This is going to be an absolute meat grinder. Or sorry, it should have the potential to be an absolute meat grinder. Here we go. Seems like the first fight. They don't even know they're there. They're about to turn the corner. And he has no visuals. 1 kill for the insurgents. Peeking that corner is going to be a death trap right now for the Australians. And a grenade way too long. The best thing the Aussies can do here is reposition. Another grenade, but it's going to be wasted. Peeking this angle is a death trap for the Australians. The insurgents have a perfect angle.
You can tell us where they are, we'll bomb them.
An absolute mess over here. Players all over the map. But it successfully goes to the Australians, and the commercial district is officially open for business. So far, the insurgents seem to be successfully defending it. But at this rate, not for long. We got an overwhelming amount of insurgents where they shouldn't be anymore. But as squad tradition usually goes, this is it.
There's the enemy
This is
radio
literally how it
on
happens
E6
every single
marked.
time. Players where they shouldn't be, and it seems like it's going to be another really easy cap for the Australians. And look at that, the cap has already begun to go down. Once again, fantastic early game positioning by the Australians. It goes to show you just how much one squad can get done if you get a hab in a perfect location. And this ATGM up here... Well, it's not an ATGM, it's not guided. But anyway. Unsure as to what this gentleman is doing. Probably shooting at this guy down here, who just now has an angle on some pushing Aussies. We got one man here going up against the full squad, and he gets completely ambushed and destroyed. There is little to nothing that can be done here, because as usual, we have an entire team that seems to be occupied on an irrelevant objective. This is exactly how you do not play squad, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. The objective is here. The team that's supposed to be defending it is over here.
There's no one on
This is
defense,
not
boys.
how the
Go
game is played,
defense,
gentlemen.
man.
Exactly. Go on
objective.
defense. This is a truly pathetic display of teamwork and game planning by the insurgents. The Australians absolutely sticking it to the man. And it appears the Australians are already ready on the next objective. This is going to be an absolute steamroll. An absolutely dog shit performance by the insurgents so far. Not exactly sure why, so I can't see these guys, but an artillery strike coming in on the commercial district. But it's probably not going to do much because there's plenty of cover for the Australians. Unless it was a super mortar, which it probably was. Nope. Oh, it was a super mortar. Little too late for the insurgents. If I was the Australians, as soon as we cap this, I'd immediately haul an ass to Blue Mosque. Completely disregard any infantry remaining in the commercial district, because this objective is going to be locked. Definitely got the Holy Tube Mortar, whatever it's called. I forgot what it was called. The Holy Jesus Mortar or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. And the Aussies have found the insurgents. Hab. This looks like a sexy GG already. Very little to be done by the insurgents, and the Australians already on the move to the next objective. Squad 8 completely fighting on a completely irrelevant objective. Very, very shit performance by Krusty Carrot.
You are miles behind. Push. We're gonna lose the game. We need to fall back. Everyone fall back. Everyone. Squad 7, Squad 6, Squad 6 and Squad 1 are already doing it. Squad 8, move backwards. Dig down the radio and leave.
I would say ignore the radio at this point.
I also need accurate infantry marks.
Unfortunately for you, my friend, there's nothing you can do because the Australians already have a foothold on the mosque. And if you know anything about mosque, is that it's a very easy objective to defend if there are no mortar threats. And at this time, I do not believe the insurgents have the range for their mortars to reach this mosque. The Holy Jesus mortar is not powerful enough. I'm pretty sure that's not the name of it, but it's something along those lines. It's definitely not the Holy Jesus mortar, seeing as these are insurgents. And, but yes, you know what I mean. Please let me know what the name of it is in the comments, because I'm ignorant and I forgot the name of it. And we seem to have a fiesta in the tunnel somehow.
Completely forget about the mosque and pull back to the last defense. Fuck the mosque.
Very good play. Very good call here.
Just give up. Get all you guys to yourselves.
We got Squad 8 still in the middle of nowhere.
We have 760.
Completely terrible, terrible show of force here by the insurgents. This is just a perfect example of how to not play invasion.
6 building Fobler.
God, this is such a sad display of... Wow. This is another reason as to why I seriously am not a fan of invasion, because if you end up getting on a team where one team is just so competent and knows what they're doing, and then you have one team where like 60 to 70% of people know what they're doing, but then those 2-3 squads that just don't have a mic and don't do shit and completely fuck up the game for everyone else. We have a rocket strike on the mosque. It's probably not going to do much. And it looks like the mortars do just have range, but are just barely hitting the roof. And it looks like Squad 1 has finally managed to set up a defense here. Let's see if the insurgents can pull off a miracle and defend the final objective. They're going to need at least 2 fobs here to secure anything, because right now it is really not looking good for the insurgents. Squad 8 has finally managed to get the picture, and Krusty Carrot has just now got his head out of his ass and is back in the game. But as of right now, there is still little to no defense on the slums, and the Australians are absolutely hauling ass. This is going to be very, very close. But I don't think so. Look at how this team is moving together. This is a perfect example of how a good, solid team is moving together. Not on one front, but all separated. Squad 4 moving on the northeastern flank. Squad 11 and 6 going straight up the middle along with Squad 1, and Squad 8 probably also seems to be going up the middle. We've got an M1 Abrams moving up the line. And it looks like we're finally going to get a tank battle here.
Mark it on map, and I will physically bombard the shit out of it.
Got an Abrams tank moving up the line.
Squad 8, we do it.
It looks like he's gonna run into that tank. He's gonna see him.
Are you on foot?
He's most definitely gonna see him here, and he gets the first shot off.
Don't worry, just
He
keep
hit
running
the
back.
palm tree.
Yeah.
Oh, and the T-62 gets a shot on the Abrams. Abrams gets another shot off, but I think he didn't get a good shot at all. He was probably another miss. The T-62 gets hit, doesn't get a shot off. Terrible positioning on part of the T-62, showing his side armor. Smart play by the T-62 not to re-challenge. But it looks like he hasn't taken that much damage. But he needs to hurry up and do something here, because the Abrams is quickly pushing. What is going on here? What is the logic from the T-62 here? It's definitely over for the T-60. Yep. And there it is. It's tracked. Beautiful animation of that shell just being dispensed. There goes the ammo rack. And it is over. T-62, virtually no match for the Abrams. You gotta be so smart when you're going up against modern armor. And look at that. By some miracle, the Insurgents have managed to spawn and start the defense. But it's overwhelming sea of red right now, and a very, very small pool of blue. The Insurgents seriously got a call for a miracle. They got virtually no defenses, no weapons set up. This is just going to be a complete shot in the dark. But my money is definitely going to be on the Australian Defence Force is going to pull this off. Because we still have a lot of guys. Well, not as much as before, but Squad 8 still seems to be somewhere where they shouldn't be. And there it is. The first hab already gets disabled, and we're losing. The Insurgents are losing slums. If you guys have learned anything from this video, is that this is the perfect example of how to not play Invasion. Not just on this map, but in general. Or how to play Squad. Because there was some seriously excellent gameplay and teamwork and communication on behalf of the red team of the Canadians, sorry, of the Australians, but some very piss poor commanding and communication between the Insurgents. And the red seem to have completely pushed across the northern side of the crossroads into the slums. And this is going to be pretty much a done deal. That's a guaranteed disable on one of the habs. They still have another one, but the Australians have a full foothold on the objective, and this is just absolute carnage. The Australians absolutely showing the Insurgents how it's done. just goes to show you how much one squad can have an effect on the entirety of a game. Every squad means something. If you put yourself out of position, you're hindering the abilities of the entire squad, not just yours. And this game is a perfect example of that. And the Australians just virtually toying with these guys completely now. We've got an Abrams completely spawn camping. The Insurgents have. And Wallow just doing it for the memes. Might as well try and get a mine on the back or something. And he just killed himself. He completely committed suicide because of how fucking terrible this game is going. I don't blame him. I truly do not blame him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that's going to do it. Thank you so much for tuning in to another match with me observing these gentlemen from the skies. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one, man. See ya!
Yay! Close. Yay. Good.
Man, y'all suck.
Very good. How the fuck?